welcome to the audience. Introduce yourself to them, where you're from, your company, and everything about you.
Hi, I'm Ashwin from New Globe Logistic India. Happy to be here. Thank you, Christy. I'm originally from Mumbai, India, and our company is specialized in logistics and transportation. India, Sri Lanka, and soon to be opening up our offices in few of the countries in Europe. Thank you for having me here.
Thank you, Ashwin. I wanted to also open up with a little bit more personal about who you are because I know you are a business owner, you're very successful, you're also co-author of the Logistic Legends, and many people know you from this industry. But I think from the moment we you wrote the book, and then more people say, wow, you're a pilot, wow, this kind of pilot. So can you share a little bit more personally, except for working, what is your passion, what you do? I think that will make others know deeper about you.
Beyond work, my passion is to help, is to serve. I am training to be a meditation teacher, not for myself, but
Yeah,
as a
of course.
service to the
For people.
community,
Yeah.
for people. So spirituality, my entire management team has done meditation courses. We're going to the mountains in September with our senior management to spend 4 days in silence. Not a one-on-one, no discussions, no meetings, but just meditating together, because I believe that only 9% of the communication is through words, or very few. Majority of the communication
Wow.
is in silence, and you can share a lot with saying very little.
Wow. I love that. Thank you. That's a very unique thing that you're so brave to do things like that. I mean, definitely everybody needs some meditation time, but when you go as a group, that's really fascinating and
Yeah,
it's good. It's
we've
good.
invited some of our customers,
That they
two of
join.
to join, and
Nice.
the idea is we go to different spiritual places, and we go over sayings, teachings. We discuss philosophies of how it's influenced us. How does it allow us to look at the bigger picture, and how do we improve on ourselves and our surroundings through that? And in doing that, my central belief is when you think bigger, automatically your smaller needs are taken care of.
Exactly.
So
So so true, so true. I mean, everything starts from inside of you. If you want to change everything outside of you, the first thing is actually from inside of you.
true,
Completely.
true.
Awesome. So since you came to this conference, finally, you meet a lot of new friends, old friends, and some of them are LinkedIn friends, and see them in person. How do you find it so far?
I've had an interesting experience. Christy, it starts with you. The only reason I'm here is you.
Thank you.
I've canceled 2 conferences to come to see you. The reason I say that is I think you're very brave, and I think what you have done, the step you have taken, I found it extremely courageous, what you're doing. And also, I know it's not easy. That you go out there, you share so much of yourself, you put so much of yourself into this. And a lot of people, including me, at a point yesterday, I felt, oh, it's maybe too much. But this, the way you owned it, you're like, you know what?
Yeah.
This is it. I own it. This is it.
Yeah.
And your conviction turned I remember I was sitting with Cassie and Mandy. I'm like, oh my God, I want to
Endless.
network.
It's
And what is this
endless.
dance? Okay, this is before the dancing. And then Mandy said something. Ashwin, I felt the same last year. And then, it was a point, and I said, let me go and embrace it and see how different I feel. And it was magical. And for me, I needed to break my mental barrier.
Yes.
It was not about you.
Yes.
It
Yes.
was my mental barrier
True.
that I had. I think I'm open. I
Yes.
think I'm
But
accepting.
you're not.
But I'm like, hey, this is maybe a bit too much.
A
I'm
bit
not,
too much.
like she's really sweet, and, but,
That's too much.
I would be like, okay, have a drink. But, it's just honest. I'm sharing.
I love that. Keep going. I'm listening.
You are the heartbeat. You are the sun that the entire constellation moves around. And I am drawn to that energy.
Thank you. Thank
So
you.
here for me, whether I pick up a business or not is not so important. It's really not the reason I've come here. I've come here to learn from you.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. We all learn from each other. And I believe the speech you made this morning about LinkedIn and everything, not many people are paying attention. And wherever your intention goes, the result follows. And that's exactly got the amazing result. I remember you said you got 200,
I
something
haven't counted, but
clients. Yeah, it's a lot of clients and it's amazing. And you thought you were open-minded, but at least you still, like, this is what I said to Rudy earlier. So it's the sky above us. But when we draw the roof, we think, oh, we've done this, amazing. I think I'm pretty well. Like I'm open. Like my roof still has so much space. And then you draw another roof. So oh, actually I can draw more. And you draw another roof. It's actually endless because our life is a journey. It's not a destination. Whenever we think, I think we're done, we're gonna retire, or I think we got enough income, I think we're enough, but it's never enough. But when it's never enough, it's not a negative way. That's exactly the beauty about life. Because the beauty about life is it's always endless, but it's not about the result there. It's about the way you go in this, slowly to the sky. And that feelings that you embrace this, like, wow, this is beautiful. Imagine the joy is endless.
it
That feeling is
is.
amazing, yeah.
It is.
I
It
love
is.
I love you. Honestly, it's so good.
No, don't mind. But I needed to share it because what's the point if I'm just going to say a few nice things? I want to tell you how I felt,
Yeah.
how your belief in yourself, it's something that I won't do,
Yeah.
but you had the courage and the conviction to own it.
Yeah.
And that's what I learned. So, you have your own way to deliver your message. And that's you. I have a
Yes.
but I had to be able to accept there are different ways.
Yes.
And for me, it was a huge learning moment that, Ashwin, you were stuck in your mind. So I think the biggest gift you have given me in these past 24 hours is to break one ceiling and get to the next.
To break the next thing. Like those games, right?
Absolutely.
Next
No,
level.
no. And I find that the quality of members, the interactions, the way you built up the energy and the interactivity, that has created the right mood. Most of the conversations inside are also at a higher level and are more interesting conversations because you set the tone of the network.
Yes.
In any interaction, when you meet with friends or I go to other network meetings, each network has their own tone or their own character.
Yes. Yes.
So if I meet, let's say, one agent in another network and
Yeah.
I met the same agent in this
Yeah.
network, but the conversations I'm having
Different.
here are different because of the context and the energy and the environment you have created.
Oh, thank you.
So it's like you go with a friend to a bar, it's a different conversation than when you go to a place of worship. I'm making a
Yeah,
very
so
extreme
true.
examples,
So true.
but it's with the same friend, but what you talk over
Yeah.
and how you all connect and bond
Wow.
is a little bit different. So it's not about meeting of the people, but setting, we have several levels within us.
Yes.
In every saint, there's a sinner, and in every sinner, there is a saint. So we exist at many levels. There's not one level. We have, depending on time of day, mood, function, situation, there's a lot
Wow.
of forces acting on us.
Wow.
But what you have done very beautifully is create the right environment.
Thank you. I'm so happy for your feedback. Thank you so much. And before you go, I know you also been in the logistics industry for a while and align with this theme, change and breaking the bias and stuff. What would you give the biggest advice to all the logistics owners outside there? Like if you have to share one biggest advice, what will it be? Particularly for some new starters, if they never start a business, like what do you say to them?
Focus on doing good.
Wow, round of applause for him. That was amazing. Thank you so much, Ashwin. I hope
Pleasure.
to have you next time.
Thank you very much.